What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and there is a lot that unfolded overnight with stimulus. And this is your stimulus package update and infrastructure bill update. Now, I know what you're thinking, and don't worry, right now as you're watching this on Wednesday, it's very likely that I am up somewhere in the air flying on my way to my vacation. Don't worry, I am not home recording this. I pre-recorded this late last night, Tuesday. Right now it's Tuesday night, and there is a lot that unfolded, so I want to get you guys caught up to date while I'm flying across to my vacation, because take a look, you guys. They're saying they're going to have a deal, agreement on stimulus this week, but there is no lack of fighting going on in Congress. So Democrats agree that they need to come up with reconciliation framework this week, according to Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and the White House and Democrats. They're nearing a deal on reconciliation package, sources say. But you guys, take a look at this video footage. Even White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki is getting in on the action.
Does the president still believe that Build Back Better will not add a dime to the national debt?
Correct, it won't.
Why should Americans believe that?
Because it won't. Go ahead.
What if taxes that he says he wants to, get more taxes in? What if it doesn't happen? What if the economy goes sour? Lots of things can happen. What are you're going to tell from up there future generations, not even born yet, that they're not on the hook for this? Is that right?
That's right, and hopefully you'll report accurate information yourself. Go ahead.
Man, even Jen Psaki getting into it with news reporters over this stimulus reconciliation bill, saying it will pay for itself, and they're saying, do you actually expect us to believe that? Man, let me know your thoughts, but you guys, that is not all. Take a look at this. Also, more arguments about this bill. Biden tells House progressives free community college is nixed. It's not going to make it in this reconciliation bill. But however, keep in mind the fact that we heard that whatever does not make it into this stimulus reconciliation bill will be included in the next one in 2022. That's right. We heard President Joe Biden say whatever doesn't make it, they're going to come back and get it for the next round next year. But that's not all. Take a look at this next article, you guys. Democrats facing a Republican barrage scale back the plans for a crackdown on tax cheating. Now, if you didn't hear, also they wanted to include in the stimulus reconciliation bill the ability for the IRS to view any transactions of any American's bank account over the amount of $600. Now, they said they wanted to do this to avoid tax cheats and make sure that they can get all the money that is due for taxes. However, a lot of people are saying, listen, if you're trying to do this for tax cheats for corporations, why are you doing this to all of America and for such a small amount? So they're saying this will be modified. And you guys, I've got some video footage for you. You're not going to want to miss on this one as well. So we've got a lot to get caught up on. We're going to dive right in, get you caught up on the latest. And also, I'm going to be reporting to you in my next video from our vacation location. And I might share it with you guys on a separate channel we're thinking about starting up. I'll give you more on that later. But you guys, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, smash that like button. I would appreciate it. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. And if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive right in and let's start off with video footage that just came out on that tax cheat provision in the stimulus reconciliation bill.
Because I thought that was a really good question. I used to collect taxes for the state of Louisiana. I had my title was like Secretary of the Department of Revenue or something, but I was a tax collector. Of course there's a tax gap. Duh. I mean, we have a voluntary system. And when we first imposed an income tax in America, and the constitutionality of it was litigated, I think our lawmakers in our judicial branch decided, well, we need to strike a balance here between people's privacy. I'm not sure they used the word privacy then, but between people's privacy and public policy of catching people who cheat. And the way you do that is through audits. And the IRS, look, it's an extraordinarily inefficient agency. Any of you have a tax question? Go call the IRS this afternoon. See what happens. You can't even get them on the phone. I mean, it's ludicrous. What are they going to do with all this data? The second point I want to make, I don't think you can understate the risk that this data could leak. I mean, we just had an instance. Some of my colleagues talked about it, where financial data of taxpayers was leaked, I think by the IRS. And the IRS said they'd get to the bottom of it. Have you heard anything? Have y'all asked? I haven't. And you know what? We won't. And we remember what happened with Lois Lerner. You know, it just depends on what kind of, I've talked too long. It depends on what kind of state you want to live in. Do you folks really want to live in a state where the government knows every one of the intimate details of your life, including finances? If you do, I hear China's beautiful this time of year. I said too much. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. You did a good job, great folks.
A lot of hands here. I'm going to start here.
Man, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But now we're seeing articles coming out like this Tuesday night. Link in the description below to this article from the New York Times, and it says, Senate Democrats on Tuesday bowing to an aggressive lobbying campaign by the banking industry and pushback from Republicans scaled back a Biden administration plan for the IRS to try to crack down on tax cheats. Now, the new proposal, which would help pay for the expansive social policy and climate change bill that includes in it a narrowing of the scope of information that the banks would have to provide to the IRS about customer accounts. Now, under this revised plan, after everything that happened today, which is backed by the Biden administration, banks would be required to provide data on accounts only with total annual deposits and withdrawals worth more than $10,000 rather than $600, the threshold that was initially proposed. Now, the reporting requirements would not apply to payroll deposits for wages and salary earners or for beneficiaries of federal programs such as Social Security. So this is primarily going to be focusing on business owners, corporations, the self-employed, getting those that they're saying are primarily the ones that are avoiding paying the taxes that they should. And they're increasing that amount because they're saying 600 is such a small amount. And if it's not focusing on wage earners, then why is it such a small amount? Let's really get those that are cheating on their taxes. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, also, you guys, free community college, as we mentioned, will not be included in this stimulus reconciliation bill. Link in the description below to this article that just came out that says President Biden told House progressives on Tuesday that his proposal for free community college would not be included in the final reconciliation package being hammered out by Democrats. Multiple sources told CNN. Additionally, Biden said that the current child tax credit, listen to this, will be extended by 1 year instead of being made permanent and will be means tested as proposed by Senator Joe Manchin. Proposed funding for the home care services for the elderly will also be reduced from $400 billion down to $250 billion. So we're getting more details about provisions being cut down thanks to Senator Joe Manchin. And also we're hearing that they want to get this done this week. They're agreeing the framework needs to be laid out and taken care of and agreed upon right now if they're going to be meeting that October 31st deadline, which we're hearing a lot of members of Congress are doubting they're going to get it done in time. So link in the description below to this article that just came out that says Democrats, they know they have to complete the framework for their multi-trillion-dollar spending package this week, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said Tuesday. The New York Democrats said that the caucus has a spirited discussion about social program spending during a luncheon on Capitol Hill. And as you've seen, there have been a lot of spirited talks taking place around stimulus reconciliation. There was a universal agreement in the room that we have to come to an agreement and we've got to get it done and want to get it done this week, he said. Now, the majority leader added that the pace has picked up on negotiations and the desire to get it done is strong. Democrats have been negotiating for weeks on the reconciliation bill, a centerpiece of President Joe Biden's domestic agenda, and the legislative process will allow the party, which narrowly controls Congress, to pass the package without any Republican support. Now, the wide range of proposals to expand education and healthcare programs, as well as bolster climate change initiatives, originally came in around $3.5 trillion for the overall price tag. But both the White House and congressional leaders have admitted that the final draft will need to be pared down to around the $2 trillion range. So a lot is happening with the stimulus reconciliation bill. You can see various proposals are being modified. Some are being taken out and they're working away to try to get this done, and the overall price tag is going to go down, they're saying, to around $2 trillion, you guys. So now a lot is going to be unfolding, and I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. I'm planning on doing one update summarizing everything that happens while I'm away on vacation for you guys. So keep an eye out for those videos, you guys. And once again, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash the like button, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here, you want to stay up to date, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. And if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3, and more videos and information about the vacation coming soon, you guys. So with that being said, though, hope this reaches you well. Hope you guys have a good one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.